Most people have no plan for when water stops. Not a disruption, not a boil notice, but a full stop where nothing comes out of the tap for days. These 15 items are the difference between managing that situation and being completely unprepared for it. Number 1, gravity-fed water filter. A gravity-fed water filter, specifically models like the Berkey or comparable gravity filter systems, becomes the single most valuable piece of equipment in any household the moment municipal water stops flowing. The reason is that a gravity filter operates with no electricity, no water pressure, and no infrastructure connection, processing raw water from any available source, including creeks, ponds, rainwater collection, or swimming pools through a filter medium that removes bacteria, protozoa, sediment, and most chemical contaminants. The EPA has documented that access to safe drinking water is the primary public health concern in any extended infrastructure failure, and a gravity filter that can produce several gallons of safe drinking water per hour from an unsafe source is the single item that addresses that primary concern most directly for a household scale situation. Number 2, granular pool shock calcium hypochlorite. Granular pool shock calcium hypochlorite at 68 to 78% concentration becomes extraordinarily valuable in an extended water outage, specifically because of the scale of water purification it enables at minimal cost and storage volume. 1 pound of pool shock, which costs approximately $5 to $8 at any Tractor Supply or pool supply retailer and stores for years in a sealed container, treats approximately 10,000 gallons of water when used at the correct rate of 1/8 of a teaspoon per gallon. For a household relying on water collected from rain, a neighborhood swimming pool, or a nearby natural water source, this single item is the difference between having safe water to drink and having a dangerous source that cannot be used. Number 3, water bob or bathtub water storage bladder. A water bob or similar large volume bathtub water storage bladder becomes critical specifically because most water outages are preceded by a warning window during which municipal water is still flowing, but the outage is announced or anticipated. A water bob is a large plastic bladder that sits inside a standard bathtub and fills from the faucet, holding up to 100 gallons of clean municipal water that can then be drawn off through a hand pump over days or weeks as the outage continues. At approximately $30 to $40 and taking up essentially no storage space when not in use, it represents the most cost-efficient large-volume water reserve available. And the window between the warning announcement and the actual outage is often the only time it can be effectively filled. Number 4, baby wipes and wet wipes. Baby wipes and wet wipes become valuable across more applications than most people anticipate when water service stops. The obvious application is personal hygiene without water for washing, but the applications extend to cleaning food preparation surfaces, wiping down cooking equipment that cannot be washed, cleaning hands before food handling in lieu of hand washing, managing diaper changes for infants without wasted water, and cleaning minor wounds where running water irrigation is not available. During the 2021 Texas winter storm grid failure, which also disrupted water service across much of the state, wet wipes were among the first items to sell out at surviving open retail locations according to multiple documented first-hand accounts, reflecting exactly the demand pattern that emerges when water disappears unexpectedly. Number 5, hand sanitizer. Hand sanitizer becomes a substitute for hand-washing water in food preparation, before eating, and after using sanitation facilities during any water outage of more than a few hours. The CDC's documented guidance for situations where hand-washing water is unavailable specifically identifies alcohol-based hand sanitizer at 60% or higher alcohol content as the recommended alternative, and the alcohol content of most commercial hand sanitizers meets or exceeds this threshold. Beyond its primary antiseptic function, hand sanitizer, containing 60 to 70% alcohol, serves as a fire-starting accelerant that ignites and burns with a sustained flame when applied to tinder, and as a cleaning agent for surfaces where water-based cleaning is not possible. Number 6, portable camping toilet and waste bags. A portable camping toilet or a supply of heavy-duty waste containment bags becomes one of the most urgent needs within the first 12 to 24 hours of a water outage, because standard household toilets require water to flush and become unusable within a small number of uses without refilling the tank manually. FEMA's preparedness guidance explicitly addresses sanitation as a category that becomes critical within the first day of any infrastructure failure affecting water service, and the absence of a working sanitation solution creates direct health risks from waste accumulation within a living space. Number 7, cash in small denominations. Cash in small denominations of $5 and $10 bills becomes more valuable than it normally is, specifically because water outages typically occur as part of broader infrastructure failures that also affect digital payment processing systems, card readers, and ATM operations. The 2021 Texas grid failure produced multiple documented reports of stores that remained open accepting cash only because their point-of-sale systems were either without power or without internet connectivity to process card transactions. A household holding $200 to $300 in small bills can purchase water, fuel, food, and supplies from any business able to operate on a cash basis during the same infrastructure failure that has left households relying on digital payment completely unable to transact. Number 8, canned goods with high liquid content. Canned goods with high liquid content, including canned soups, canned fruits packed in juice or syrup, canned vegetables with their packing liquid, and canned beans in their broth, provide a secondary hydration source that significantly extends the effective water supply available in a household during an outage. The liquid in a can of soup, a can of fruit cocktail, or a can of canned corn is drinkable water that has been purified through the commercial canning process and sealed. And consuming the packing liquid as part of eating these foods reduces the daily drinking water requirement meaningfully. Number 9, rainwater collection, tarp, and containers. A water collection system using heavy-duty tarps, food-grade containers, and downspout diverters converts rain events from a weather occurrence into a water supply replenishment opportunity during any extended outage where rainfall occurs. The design is straightforward. A large waterproof surface slopes into a collection point that directs water into sealed containers for storage and subsequent treatment. The USDA and multiple university extension services document rainwater collection as a viable emergency water source when combined with appropriate purification and a tarp that can be deployed from a roof, fence, or improvised frame above ground-level containers represents the most accessible emergency water collection setup available to most households. Number 10, paper plates and disposable utensils. Paper plates, paper bowls, and disposable utensils eliminate the water cost of dishwashing, which represents a significant portion of daily household water consumption under normal conditions. During an extended water outage where every gallon of available water must be allocated to drinking, cooking, and critical hygiene needs, the elimination of dishwashing water through disposable plates and utensils is a straightforward and immediately effective water conservation measure. A household that has eliminated dishwashing water use can extend its available drinking water supply by 20 to 30% per day without any reduction in food preparation capability, which directly extends the time the household can remain functional before requiring resupply or evacuation. Number 11, dry shampoo and waterless personal care. Dry shampoo and waterless personal care products address the hygiene and morale dimension of an extended water outage in ways that the purely functional water management items cannot. Hair washing is one of the earliest comfort needs to become impossible in a water outage, and the discomfort and visible deterioration of personal appearance that results within 3 to 4 days has documented effects on mood, self-perception, and mental state during stressful situations. Dry shampoo, waterless body wash, and similar products allow a level of personal hygiene maintenance that significantly improves the subjective experience of navigating an extended water outage. And their value relative to their cost and storage footprint is among the highest of any comfort-oriented preparedness item. Number 12, water purification tablets. Water purification tablets, either iodine-based or chlorine dioxide-based, provide a portable and individual-serving scale water purification option that supplements larger volume systems in specific situations where they are more practical. Backpacking and emergency medical supply outlets stock chlorine dioxide tablets that each treat 1 liter of water from a source of any quality, producing safe drinking water within 4 hours. The advantage of tablets over gravity filters or pool shock solutions is their portability, their individual serving scale, and their simplicity in a kit where space and weight are constraints. The disadvantage is cost per gallon treated, which is significantly higher than pool shock at large volume, making tablets the appropriate complement to larger systems rather than a replacement. Number 13, electrolyte powder packets. Electrolyte powder packets become critical during extended water outages specifically because the physical stress, increased perspiration from reduced air conditioning, physical labor from managing the outage situation, and psychological stress of the event all increase electrolyte loss beyond what plain water consumption replaces. Electrolyte depletion produces fatigue, cognitive impairment, muscle cramps, and in severe cases, serious health consequences, and a household managing a water outage without electrolyte replacement is operating at a physiological disadvantage. Individual electrolyte powder packets from brands including Liquid, IV, LMNT, and Pedialyte are shelf-stable for 1 to 2 years, take up minimal storage space, and convert any available treated water into an electrolyte-balanced hydration source. Number 14, Mylar water storage bags. Mylar water storage bags in 5 to 10 gallon sizes provide a flexible, space-efficient water storage option that can be filled when municipal water is available and stored flat until needed. Unlike rigid water containers that occupy the same space, whether full or empty, Mylar bags pack flat when empty and expand to their rated capacity when filled, allowing a household to maintain a significant emergency water storage capacity without permanently dedicating shelf or floor space to empty containers. Filled and sealed, Mylar bags store treated water for 6 to 12 months without degradation, and a supply of 10 10-gallon bags represents 100 gallons of stored water from a preparation cost of under $30 for the bags themselves. Number 15, hand-powered water pump. A hand-powered or foot-powered water pump capable of drawing water from a shallow well, a cistern, a holding tank, or a water storage container becomes critical in an extended outage where electricity is unavailable and water must be moved from a stored or collected source to where it will be used. Hand pumps are available from Tractor Supply and Farm Supply retailers for livestock water applications, and those same pumps transfer water from a stock tank, a rain barrel, or an underground cistern without any electrical connection required. For households in rural areas with wells, a hand pump installed as a backup to the standard electric submersible pump provides water access that continues functioning through power outages of any duration. When water stops is not a hypothetical for most households. It has already happened in dozens of American cities within the past 5 years and will happen again. Every item on this list costs less to buy now than the problem it solves will cost when the water actually stops.